Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Warlindor, and I present to you the Old Gods of Asgard featuring that best-selling writer Alan Wake. This is Herald of Darkness.
Nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Come on in and listen. Lost words you'll be missing. On the fire you're bearing. The eye of the darkness you're lying. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares night and day. Yeah, but with the clicker I chased those frights away.
My name is Klaus, and oh dang. Say something, anything. I killed 2 teenagers. I killed 2 teenagers. I was hammered on bourbon as I took the turn, then ditched the car as my passenger burned. Oh wait, I killed 3 teenagers. 3 teenagers. I killed 3 teenagers. Don't tell anyone.
Tell me I did not just see that.
Everyone wants to be the captain of the ship, until the time comes to steer that ship and be a leader. It's always about what certain groups say or the right opinions to have. But how many of you stop and think about what your own opinion really is? How do you really feel about the things that you're being told to accept as the truth? Being honest to ourselves in a world full of liars and snakes has value, despite the idea that being true to oneself is somehow useless in order to get ahead in the world. Whether it's Hollywood, games industry, or social media as a content creator, the pressure to go along with a new trend or narratives put in place to drive leftist ideologies is very much so present and most certainly changed how some conduct themselves. Unfortunately, the games industry has many influential global elites attached to it. Not only that, but publishers, developers, journalists, and talking heads have an invested interest in what direction gaming goes in. Perhaps you have noticed, or maybe you are one of many who embraces all of the new trends shaping the global revolution in gaming. ESG or companies like Sweet Baby Inc. are adding to the infestation in gaming. To the naysayers out there that think all of this is some conspiracy theory made up by right-wingers who are sexist, racist, and homophobic, I'll simply just say to go look up ESG and Sweet Baby Inc. Since you people pride yourselves on being educated and know so much about the ins and outs of game development and marketing, surely searching on Google shouldn't be a daunting task. Now, this ongoing pursuit of progressive far-left ideologies in gaming from companies that share the same thoughts and beliefs is attributed by consumers, due to the fact that there's obviously people who share the same sentiment as the companies that release the same propaganda-riddled nonsense year after year, the same slop that conveniently gets nominated and wins awards at the same award shows presented by leftist meatbags. Consumer pigs always find ways to get excited for the shiny new thing from the usual suspects plaguing the games industry, while knowing damn well that the last installment in a commercialized series was disappointing. Just take the upcoming Wolverine game by Insomniac. After the virtue signaling disaster that was Spider-Man 2, why would those who found that game to be a huge letdown all of a sudden look forward to Insomniac's Wolverine or any of the games they are working on that were leaked online? Perfectly illustrating what a consumer pig is Because even when they see studios inject woke nonsense in games or put out an unfinished game, such as Cyberpunk 2077 or Starfield, they will let bygones be bygones and embrace the next pile of slop from the same studios that continue to burn them. At what point do you say enough is enough? Because the people who endlessly consume the same propagandist award show oriented games are aiding the studios under ESG and Sweet Baby Inc. And if you claim to be on the side that is against what studios and fake journalists are doing to gaming, then calling out the leftist propaganda in games such as Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3 should not be an issue, but should be expected. Or rather, it should not have been a decisive issue for those same people when those games were released. But since people are afraid to gatekeep the things they claim to enjoy, they rather pretend certain games have nothing woke in them because they enjoy said games, which is pathetic, seeing how anyone can criticize something they enjoy. Frankly, gatekeeping is needed now more than ever, due to the abundant amount of activists and tourists taking over the games industry, not only from developers and journalists, but the consumers as well. They're all trying to condition us to function like them. And when you see individuals and commentators conveniently turn a blind eye to certain games with far left ideological bullshit, that's when you know the activists are winning. In order for us to take back the hobbies that we enjoy, such as gaming, we need to be the captains in our own ships, steering forward to the correct destination. That destination being one that is not populated with politically correct woke activists. The logical solution to all of the lunacy going on is to reject what the usual asshats in the games industry try to sell us. Whether it's a broken unfinished title sold at a high price, or a progressive far-left social experiment off of Tumblr that gets non-stop coverage from fake journalist websites. So as consumers, we should always be mindful of the games we purchase. Not only should we expect better from game studios, but we should also expect better from ourselves. And if anyone gets butthurt over what I'm saying, thinking that I act like I have the highest morals or that I'm talking down on anyone, then too fucking bad. I'm not going to apologize because I want gaming to be better than what it is now. I'm tired of giving companies the benefit of the doubt, and so should you. And if you truly think gaming is at its best, or has been for the last 10 years, then you should get your head examined. I know it's easy for people to build an audience off of morals and principles to then suddenly sell out due to the benefits that come with kissing ass and saying the things that will garner them special perks. But I'd rather tell it like it is, even if it makes you disingenuous bozos mad and go apeshit in the comments as if any of your vaginal leakage keeps me up at night. As for the developers old and present, you guys should be gatekeeping harder than the consumers. Things like diversity hires, focus groups, and ethics departments are not making your games any better. If anything, it's making your games worse than ever before. Why do you think people go back and play older games or look forward to re-releases or remasters? Well, remasters that are not tampered with for a modern day audience, while finding it difficult to get excited for new releases. You see, the answer is that people remember what older games had that most modern games lack: heart and passion by a group of people who didn't look at spreading a message over quality and escapism. One of the worst things to happen to gaming is how mainstream it's become. Not only have casuals who will never care about your products directly influence the direction of your games, but activist weirdos who consume games are the same weirdos that found their way into journalism or localization. And worst of all, some have found their way into game development. And as a result, we see what these studios have to offer, and we see the type of consumers that games attract. Not to mention the consumer pigs with no standards or self-control. Which is why gatekeeping is needed, because modern gaming is a result of developers and consumers disregarding the act of gatekeeping. Now let's take some accountability and show these developers what we really want the best way we can. Speaking up. Not giving them our time, and most importantly, speaking with our damn wallets. Because it's not about the money. It's about sending a message.
Hi.
Oh my God!
This is unreal. I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time.
You little faggot.
I'll give it a shot. Thank you so very, very much for everybody that voted. Thank my incredible fellow actors and the nominees. Unbelievable talent. To be even considered amongst you is extraordinary, so thank you very much indeed. To Swen, to Larian, to all the writers. One thing I will say, please, if that's okay, the community has reached out to so many of us at Larian and said they were seen and they were represented by this game when they lost hope, they felt isolated, they felt alone, and this game brought them together and gave them something to push through to help them all. And to you, I want to say thank you so much for seeing us. I appreciate it.
What a load of shit.